Hi guys, it's RawFear27 here. I thought I'd do a small video for my top 10 favourite Xbox 360 games for this year. Now some of them came out last year, but these are kind of like the ones that I've been playing mostly this year. Sort of mainly most of my favourite ones. Most of them are open world kind of games. People who know me kind of know that's like the kind of games I kind of like. So I'm going to start off with it's Fallout New Vegas, made by Bethesda. This came out, I believe, 2010. Very good game, open world, kind of first person, third person action RPG kind of game. Basically, you play as a courier who's been left for dead in the Nevada desert after someone has stolen a poker chip that you're meant to be delivering. And then there's basically you kind of finding out your role in the grand scheme of things. There's different factions to kind of side with in this game. You know, you can be good or you can be bad. Depending on who you work for, can kind of alter the outcome of the game and how other people kind of perceive you. It's one of my most favourite games that I've played over the past couple of years. Big fan of the Fallout series. I do prefer this one more so than Fallout 3, mainly because I got a bit bored of the kind of the whole grey-brown Washington DC kind of wasteland. This is a bit more colourful, more vibrant. You know, there's deserts, there's trees, different creatures. Very enjoyable. They've had a few DLC packs out for this in the past year or so, which have added kind of to the longevity of this game. You know, it's one to check out if you haven't played it before. It's a great game. Last year, quite a few hours. There's about 5 or 6 main sort of endings to this game, but in total there's about 23 depending on the different choices throughout the game, but one to definitely pick up and play. My next game is Driver San Francisco. There's a bit of glare on there. This is a good game, a great driving game. A bit different to some of the previous driver games, because you can't physically get out of the car in this one, whereas the past kind of couple installments you've been able to kind of get out kind of more GTA style. This one's a little bit different. You're still playing as Tanner, who's the original character from 1 and 2, and you've ended up in a coma after a kind of chase with your arch enemy who's called Jericho, and you end up in hospital in a coma. Now, the thing about this game, there's a weird kind of twist to this game. There's a thing called the shift ability. Now this enables you to leave your car, or whatever car you're in, and kind of become this kind of ethereal presence, and kind of then come out of that person and look over the virtual city of San Francisco, which is what this is set in. And basically you can pick whatever car you want to go into and instantly appear in that vehicle. It sounds odd, but it works very well. It doesn't detract from the gameplay at all. It's kind of a different way of kind of playing the game, because you can basically pick and choose what vehicles you want whenever you want. It plays really well in multiplayer. Very fun, because you can try and stop your opponents by basically, you know, switching into a car, heading towards them, and you can cause head-on crashes. It's very fun. Played this one for quite a while. I haven't quite finished it yet. But I've only got a few missions left, but I have enjoyed this one very much. It's a good one to pick up. Quite cheap as well nowadays, unless you buy it on the stores, which are, you know, very expensive and a bit of a rip-off. Now this is one of my most favourite games of this year, and this is Rockstar's L.A. Noire. It's a 1940s cop detective open world kind of game, where you play as Cole Phelps, who starts off as a street police officer, and it tells the story of him rising up to the ranks of the police department through various tests and various kind of cases. It kind of gets a little bit boring in the middle of the game. A few of the deaths are quite fun in terms of the cases. Homicide was my favourite, because you're basically chasing a serial killer, which kind of is the main storyline of the game. Some of the other deaths are a little bit boring, but a very fun game, open world yet again, set in LA. You can't quite do as much as you'd want to do maybe in kind of free roaming, because you're playing as a cop. You're kind of limited to what you can get away with. You know, you can't really go around driving around crashing and shooting people. But it's a very fun game. There's not a huge replay to it once you've done the missions, and you know there are sort of random crimes once you've done all them, and there's a couple of hidden objects to find throughout the game as well. There's phone wheels and police badges. But apart from that, you know, there's not much else to go back to. The ending was a little bit naff. I did not enjoy it. Kind of the character that you play as starts off as a goody-goody kind of character, but then you kind of delve into his past, and by the end of the game he's not a very nice person, and I didn't like the way that went. But again, a very enjoyable game, a bit underrated by some people. It wasn't enjoyed by everyone, but I really enjoyed this game. It would be nice if they did a few more DLC packs for this one, or at least maybe a possible sequel, but we'll see. Now on to a survival horror game. There wasn't that many last year that came out, but this is one of my favourite ones, and this is Dead Space 2. Now, I've not really played this one much because not long after I got it, I lent it to a friend, and I've only recently just got it back, so I've only kind of just started it. The first one was a very good survival horror game, kind of something different to what we've seen before. Very scary, very creepy. The atmosphere, just oozed tension, and the way they did the setup of the game, it was very good. This one's set in a space city called the Sprawl. Still plays the same character, but it's got a bit more personality in this one. You can talk. Very good game again. Still, haven't got very far into it. But if you like your scary games and you like your shooting, this has got plenty of gore. Good online multiplayer as well. You can play as the enemies as well as the good guys. It's a bit different. Good game. Now, one of most people's favourite games of the year so far. It's done very well for itself, and I can understand why. This is the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Now this, again, I haven't devoted as much time to it as I should have, because some other games have kind of taken my attention away from this one. You do need a lot of time to put into this one. It's a huge game. Graphics are amazing. It has got some glitch issues, but that kind of adds to some of the fun elements of the game. Obviously you can check out other videos on YouTube for all the kind of the fun stuff. But again, this is very similar to Fallout. It's made by the same people, Bethesda. Killing dragons, spells, sorcery. It's been simplified slightly compared to Oblivion, which was quite stat heavy and had all these different menus. It's been simplified in this one, so it takes a lot of Fallout bits and pieces from there to kind of into this game. There's a perk system as well, similar to Fallout 3. Very good game. I'm only about level 13 into it, but I really need to get more time spent into this one. But this is a must-own game for this year, and will keep you playing for hours and hours and hours and hours. And hopefully there will be some more DLC releases throughout the year, which will add even more hours to the game. But I know definitely pick up one and play. Now this one I mainly purchased because of the online side of things. I haven't really gotten into the game as much because I'm doing the online side of things, and this is Halo Reach. Now Halo really wasn't my kind of cup of tea. I had the original Halo on the original Xbox, and I thought it was a good game. Haven't really played any other installments since then. I did have Halo 3 last year, but I got rid of it. But then I saw everyone was playing this, and I wanted to kind of get into to what everyone else was getting up to. Very good game online, very fun. If you've got a good group of friends, the banter can be quite amazing. Griffball is a very fun game, as well as sort of Firefight, immensely enjoyable. Like I said, I've not really played much in the way of the storyline to this game, but what I have played, bits and parts, usually with online co-op, I have enjoyed it. Don't quite make sense of the storyline because I haven't played the previous games, but it is a good game. It's a bargain. You get it for usually under a tenner nowadays. So if you enjoy multiplayer online, this is a good game to pick up. Now this one, again, I know isn't everyone's favourite kind of game. People were disappointed by this one when it came out because of the video which was made for it. And I agree, it was a very good video, but it kind of made promises which they didn't really keep to in the game, but I still found this game very enjoyable, and that is Dead Island. Now this is a special edition one. I was a bit panicky when this one arrived because when the box arrived, the whole thing was crushed to pieces. I wasn't too happy. I thought I was going to have to send it back and have to wait again for the other copy to arrive, but if you look just down the spine here, you can see that white line there. That's basically where it was torn. I basically replaced this case with a game that I didn't really play. It's sitting in an envelope just now. But this is a first-person action adventure kind of role-playing shooting game set on the island of Vinoy, and you can play with up to 3 other people cooperatively or on your own. There's 4 characters to choose from, and basically it's you versus a whole heap of zombies on a rather stunningly beautiful looking island. I mean, who can't really enjoy this, to be honest with you? I mean, okay, the storyline's not very good. It's very basic at best, but just fun going around killing zombies in various ways. You can create weapons, so you can either cut them up, you can beat them up, you can stamp on them, you can kick them, you can burn them. It's everything that I want in a game, really. So one I really liked. Now this one now is a beat 'em up. It's not a genre that I'm really into because I get very frustrated with fighting games and I tend to lose my temper quite quickly. But this one I've really gotten into. Basically, the preview videos that I had seen before the game came out didn't kind of appeal to me because I thought it's going to be one of the games that's going to induce headaches because there was a lot going on the screen, and that is Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Fate of Two Worlds. Very enjoyable, very vibrant, very powerful, very fast. There is a lot going on the screen, but you know, I can just about cope with that. Basically, you've got your Marvel characters and your Capcom characters, and it's just a beat 'em up. There's storylines tied into each of the characters, but you know, they don't play a huge part. It's just a fun game to play. I haven't played this online yet, but I have done with friends. I enjoy kind of having to be able to mix up the characters so you can pick. End up with a group of 3 people fighting against a group of people. Very easy to pick up and play with the combinations and combos. Very easy to, you know, it's very simplified. It's not overcomplicated, and it's quite easy and fun to play. There is a newer version of this one out now, which has additional extra characters and sort of modes. But this, you know, this is enough for me anyway, at least, because I don't play it very often, and it's been a while since I played it. But it's a good beat 'em up game. This one, again, is not one I've really played much of. I've had it since launch, and I've only played maybe about 3 or 4 hours of it, and that is Deus Ex Human Revolution. Again, it's a kind of open world, first person action RPG kind of game. I haven't really got much into it. You play as this chap here called Adam Jensen, who basically was left for dead after his girlfriend was killed where she worked. And you've been given all these different augmentations. You've been brought back to life. You've got like robotic arms and legs. You can upgrade your character in various ways. There's like hub worlds which you explore, and then there's missions that lead off that. Like I said, haven't got very far into this one. I know a lot of people will probably curse me for that one, but I know what I have played has been very fun, very enjoyable. You can be stealthy or you can be all guns blazing. I kind of falter between the two because I'm crap at being stealthy, but I'm also crap at being kind of all guns blazing, so I kind of stick somewhere in the middle. Again, I might go into this one a bit more depth once I've played through it a bit more, but you know, I've got that many games to kind of catch up with. This is kind of fallen by the wayside. And last but not least, is a bit of a controversial choice with this one because not everyone agrees with me, but I really like this game, and that is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Again, this is mainly bought because of the online multiplayer side of things. The storyline is good, it's short, much like the previous installments. Not a huge improvement over Modern Warfare 2. Graphically, slightly better. Storyline, again, short, but it's kind of what you expect from a Hollywood action movie. You know, it's fun, it's paced well. Pardon me. Ignore the George Michael on the front cover. But you know, online side of things, it's great. You know, again, good group of friends in there. You know, you can have a lot of fun. You know, it's all about leveling up your guns, and just basically kicking ass. Again, the only reason why a lot of people don't like this one because it's not very innovative. It doesn't bring a lot new to the genre. It's kind of the same old stuff rehashed every year, but I like it. So that's my top 10 Xbox 360 games that I've been playing this year. I'd like to know what you guys think, and also what you would pick for your top 10, be it on the Xbox 360 or PC, PS3 or the Wii. I will probably end up doing a PSC one soon, but I've only got about 15 games, so I'm still to kind of go through some of them. It's only recently I got my PSP back, but hopefully there'll be something posted up soon. So thanks for listening, guys. Catch you later.